Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. I am so very excited. I love this franchise. It is my joint favourite of all time. The world, the characters, the lore, the mechanics. I hope you all join me on this first time experience as we journey together through the what looks to be incredible world of Witcher 3 and fully immerse ourselves in everything going on. I am going to try and make this the best playthrough I have ever done. I hope you all go wild for it. I couldn't resist, okay? I just couldn't resist. Without further ado then, let's get into it. Welcome one and all to Witcher 3. Okay. I would not usually talk during cutscenes or dialogue or etc. I want you guys to get the maximum out of it. But that dude, he ain't horsing around. No, I'm not sorry for that. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty badass. So Geralt here is hunting for Yennefer, his long-lost love that was taken by the Wild Hunt. That is the main focus of Witcher 3. Or at least as far as I know. I'm expecting many twists and turns for us to enjoy. And that's an example of the kind of sheer power the mages in this universe hold, of which Yennefer is one. That is how you use a pebble to maximum advantage. This is an epic intro to a game, it really is. Welcome then to the world of The Witcher. And no, I'm not going to stop saying welcome to the world of The Witcher. Episode 24. Welcome then to the world of The Witcher. So Geralt, with his trusty friend and fellow Witcher, is very much desperate to find Yennefer. It's his driving goal at the moment, especially after the events of the second game completely destabilized the entire world, causing war, with kings being slain left and right. So I assume we are now in Geralt's dream. Is it Geralt or Geralt? I can never remember. See, it's always important to open with a sexy bathtub scene, because otherwise, how else do you get involved in the story? I mean, you need some... Okay. That's not the best thing that you want in a bath. I'm going to assume then that this is a magical creature. And it's just...
You know I don't find that amusing.
Oh, I see. I shudder to think where it just went for. I think of many worse things to happen to you in the bath.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So that's technically Yennefer, but it doesn't make much sense.
So, later then.
See you later.
Just as a fair warning, there does tend to be a fair amount of nudity in the Witcher games. It doesn't shy away from, you know, various adult themes like a lot of blood and a lot of butt. So, you know, at your own discretion. Oh, she put on a I mean, yeah, that's sensible. She should totally get dressed. I do very much envy the power of mages in this universe to summon clothes on and off their body. How useful would that be in a real-life situation? It's just kind of what you want. Okie dokie then. So here we are in control of Geralt and the world of the Witcher. Let's go out here and fully admire what we are up to. How wonderful
It's as beautiful as ever.
is this? That is a breathtaking view. It really, really is. I am so excited to explore. That is incredible. It really is. And what I noticed down here is, if you can see, there is some, like, training system where there's someone, like, dancing around and hitting a target dummy. That seems pretty damn neat. That is kind of intense training. Okay, well, let's have a look with our Witcher senses, see if we can't figure anything out. Okay, so we have a sort of vase, however you want to call it. I'm not going to judge.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Oh, I'll bring you more than juice, lady. Okay. Okay, we've got ourselves a key. We've also got something else glowing red.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Oh, of course!
Stop fingering my toiletries.
There's an easy joke to make here, but I'm not going to take the cheap shot. But I do love the, of course, lilac. Did you know, guys, that Geralt is a professional detective? To be fair, big part of the Witcher's job is to work what's going on in relevance to monsters.
She's with my complexion, you should know that.
No, yeah, I'm big on fashionable jewelry and matching it to skin tone. I mean, that industry is booming. Okay then, so let's move on out of this room and psychically open that door. That's just how I do. I just enjoy my powers, you know? I think it just makes sense. Okie dokie. This is, I feel like a kid in a candy shop. I'm so excited to get stuck into this game. Okie dokie.
Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
I feel like you should go out on that balcony and, like, Aladdin should arrive on the carpet and just be like, I can show you the world, witching, slaying, and hunting. For a fee, I'll rid you of that ghoul. Oh, okay, we're talking.
Master, these lessons so boring they put you to sleep.
So we did notice that training, and he's fellow Witcher.
Rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
I'll be kind. You know, I want to be at least a nice witcher to start with.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her?
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now.
So, this is the training school?
This is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us.
For the witches, the ones that wear the wolf pendants, as we can see. So this is interesting to get a glimpse into this. Well, that is some fancy footwork. Bloody hell.
Wrong.
Okay, well, I guess she's stumbling, but that's damn impressive.
Strike.
I mean, to be fair, I could do this with my eyes closed. I don't want to brag, but it's not that impressive. That is cool, though. Did she just get disarmed by a dummy? Oh, she got it with her foot. I mean, that is some acrobatic skill right there.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think?
Of course with a flip. There we go.
All right. Take off the blindfold.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough. I take it back. Impressive.
Witcher.
I accept.
Others or Striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations. Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any Strigger. Disobeying his instructions, unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know, and you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
So, witches undergo mutations that makes them faster and stronger, but it also makes them kind of seen as maybe a bit freakish by society, so tends to be kind of a lonely life in terms of being loved, despite you sorting out monster problems. So I like it as a theme.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on.
So she's obviously a young witcher in training. Now, fortunately for you guys,
Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
I have, using my incredible psychic ability, already learnt proficiently how to play this game, so we can fully enjoy it. I say proficiently, in before I die to the first enemy, but you know what I mean. Or at least I hope so. Okay, so we're down in the courtyard then. I just love the scenery, the birds in the backgrounds, the wind wafting the plants about. It's just really nice. Dude, what did you do to your face? That is messed up.
Yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
Leviosa! I'm sorry, but that's the first thing that came to mind there.
Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Oh. I should probably scold her a little bit. We don't want unruly young witches. That could only go horribly wrong.
Weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Oh, snap.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
Okay, so this is really neat then. Lots of witches in training, a lot of very powerful people here.
Go right to free training.
Okay, so we are going to skip this. It's basically do action 3 times, and it's very, very boring.
Let's skip straight to free training. No point going over the basics again.
There's one hell of a strike. I like her attitude. I do.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
These two seem like pricks.
Ciri, get down.
Calls it how's I sees it. She is quite the climber.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet.
It seems a very cruel task. It's a lot of sword polishing.
Ciri?
Which could also be seen as a euphemism in certain societies, but we're not going to go there.
Blade for you.
At least not yet. Don't question it.
What the?
Did everything just go very... Oh, what?
Vesemir.
Okay. So this is the Wild Hunt.
No.
White Wolf is Geralt's nickname. So they froze them to death and smashed them, the wraiths of the Wild Hunt. Geralt is obviously not a big fan of them. They're heavily involved in Yennefer's disappearance. Okay, so we're back to where we began, having woken up. That is very interesting. A nice reminder of what we're about here. Ooh, we're into Maria. Okay. I wonder if we're going to see the king at any point. One of the few remaining ones after the second game.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Okay. Well, I think it's important to share with at least someone we can trust. Sharing is caring, of course.
Me.
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil.
Ah, memories.
Faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream.
No. The Wild Hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Okie dokie. Hopefully we get to see her again then. That would be cool to see what kind of witcher she became.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute.
Interesting.
Letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
It must
I do like that though. Detective work at its finest.
Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Oh. Let's make him uncomfortable.
Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Ah, okay, so here we are then, in our first proper combat. I want Igni. Basically, we got access to a certain array of spells. Igni is very, very cool in this game. In Witcher 2, Igni was just a very, very slight bit of fire that you kind of went, and threw it at someone, but it being an actual full-on wave, that is really, really neat. So as you can see, the combat is very much you flowing around the battlefield, being involved in wherever you are needed, looking for weak enemies and diving over to them. Damn, I missed with the Igni. Come on, man, I took like 4 of them in the time it took you to... No, I'm not gonna help. I'm not gonna help. That ghoul's yours. You claimed it. You finish it. You know, you want to kill it, that's fine. I'm going to watch and make sure that you still have it. I'm just going to put my sword away. I'm going to stand here. Oh, no, I'm going to punch it to death. Okay, I think maybe punching the ghoul, not the best idea. We'll give it a little bit of a burn and split it in twain, liking it. Alrighty then, let's grab ourselves some loot. We want to pick up everything that we can. Alchemy is very important, helps us get a lot stronger for certain combat situations.
I knew. Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
This is lovely. Look at that vista. And the fact that we have a horse now to traverse this open world is really, really lovely. Though those...
Not exactly going our way.
Yeah, that is...
The northern realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean?
That's quite brutal.
No more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old border.
Spot the odd one out. It's like some gruesome, horrific children's game.
That's what keeps us going.
So I wonder what part we will play in the war then. I hope we do get to see it to its conclusion. That would be very, very neat. So we're just going past this village. Okay, so I guess we have to complete this story thread before the world fully opens up to us. Okie dokie. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Ah, the classic. Sometime later. It's my favorite time of the day, really. You know, later.
Help me! Help!
Is that... Wow. That is quite beastly. Good God. Are we gonna fight it? Ooh. That thing looks tough even for a veteran Witcher. It's like some sort of mutant griffin. Oh, it was just like, guys, I just want my food and then I'm gonna leave. Alright, I just need this horse. I got kids, I got a wife, and I've had enough of her having to go at me for not bringing the food, so I'm just gonna take this horse and I'm gonna leave, okay? We cool, peace. And he just gone.
Yeah. Come out.
Wow, this guy is fashionable. Oh, he is a looker.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Wow. So it is a griffin then.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
I mean... let's rob him.
Please use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Give me all you got, son of a bitch.
the trail.
Well, we may as well get paid for, you know, some hard work done.
Ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Awesome. It's a nice little way to introduce a seemingly very formidable enemy. Can I burn him? Oh. Okay, I'm glad the fire went out. He's like been attacked by a griffin, had his goods stolen, and then I set his goods on fire. That would really... You know, that is how you ruin a man's day. Okie dokie, so we have a nice little indicator of where to go. It's quite a good little mini-map there. It's very nearly rammed my horse into a tree. Eyes on the road, self.
Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood.
I have a feeling...
Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Oh, yes, we can hop obstacles on our horse. That is wonderful.
Whoa there, Roach.
I love that he's called his horse Roach. Roach was a, air quotes, friend of the Witcher from Witcher 2, who, depending on choices you made, was either a begrudging ally or a begrudging enemy, let's say. He was the leader of a special operative unit under a king that was assassinated. So I feel like it's both an honored memory and an insult to call it Roach. And I accidentally just broke that kid's bow. That's hilarious! Okay, so here we are then entering town. A lot of detail going on, this is cool. So lots of peasant folk that will have various issues. I mean, I imagine it's going to be pretty easy to find work here for a Witcher. Good basis to start the game. Rude.
What?
Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
Nilfgaardians are basically invaders that have taken advantage of the king's dying and the conflict and uncertainty to basically take over as much land as they can. So it's quite sad to have that crest removed.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
And this is the attitude people have towards witches. They're very distrustful of them despite needing their services.
We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But it does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
No, saliva is fine.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Gotta earn a living as a witcher.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Thanks for everything.
Okie dokie then, guys. Looks like we're fully kicking things into gear here.
Help you bandage that up?
Please, I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Okie-do then, okie-do? Okie-do! I have no idea what that was, and I am very sorry. Either way, I think this will very much do for the first episode. Oh, I can just do a little spark just to intimidate people. I'm going to abuse that so much. Just gonna eat some bread, regain some of that health we lost fighting them ghouls. But yeah, that is a very awesome first episode. I am so excited to get this underway. Please, guys, let me know what you thought. If you like the style of this and would love to see more, I really hope you choose to join me for this journey, and I hope this series does so well. I'm going to try my absolute best with it, so please remember to like and help me out if, of course, you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more. Goodbye.